4-3-3, excuse me, with Bailey and Huff as the two advanced midfielders. And really, it's about, can you find Kunananji in isolation? The partnership between Real and Del Fava has really solidified the way this team plays. Pogarsh comes in for to play left back, and as she attacks, she's going to have Lacasse in front of her, who will stretch the line. Solorzano really sets the press for them, and then they've been playing really well through Mina Tanaka to set the tone for them centrally.
Well, Pogarsh slotting in as an outside back. Nuria Rabano is out. Yellow card accumulation, so she's suspended for this match. Leads the NWSL in tackles. We are underway, Utah and Bay, as we cap off the night here on Ion. Blue kits at home for Bay, gold kits on the road for Utah. These two teams met in the season opener way back on March 15th. It was a 1-1 draw. It was Bianca St. George for Utah to score first, off an assist from Mandy McGlynn. Here comes Carly Lima in the box, shoots, and is wide. Bailey Melanson splitting two defenders. Dorian Bailey off the cross, and it's cleared by Del Fava.
Coming back in these last 8 games, they've been fun to watch, hard to break down, and a lot of that has to do with Jimmy Koenraadts, and he's given credit to Solorzano, as you mentioned. You're gonna look at a number 9, a center forward, and say, all right, how many goals does she have? Well, yeah, they would like that number to be different for Solorzano, but watch her up front right here. She's pressing, she's dictating where the ball is gonna go, and then she's gonna keep the ball to one side, and that helps them regain possession higher up on the field, as they do right here.
Well, this is the same story as 2024. The Royals actually tripled their point total after the Summer Cup last season. Now the problem is it's just happening a little too late for Utah. Thompson shoots and scores! 2 straight games with a goal for Yanni Thompson. And the Royals off to a hot start on the road.
And Monahan to know space. Look at all the numbers committed on one side from Bay. The space is going to be on the other side. It's a quick pass to the opposite side. Not a perfect setup touch from Thompson, but it allows her to continue to go forward, keep her momentum going towards the goal, and then she hits that sweet. It takes all the spin out of the ball, drags it across the face of Silkowitz. That is an excellent goal. And yeah, you deserve to smile that big, Yanni Thompson. She's doing over these last couple of games.
Well, this Bay team has no wins this season when conceding first. Trying to change that here tonight. Courtnall is starting center back for Bay, paired up with Sydney Collins for the 2nd straight game.
A lot of flair on those vests in the fan section.
Well, this fan section is always pretty rowdy at PayPal. Solorzano, Monahan, Tejada, Lacasse, Tanaka, back to Solorzano, who fires right to Melanson, and she tallies! She's been waiting for that one! Aisha Solorzano, her first goal in the NWSL.
Have to be good, and here they keep the ball. They find a nice quick combination outside of the boot pass here, and then Tejada says one better with this one. Tanaka gets herself in an advanced position through a combination with Lacasse, but my goodness, if at first you don't succeed, Solorzano, try again. And that is a weight lifted off her shoulders, a big-time goal, and the first Guatemalan to score in NWSL.
This whole team has wanted Solorzano to score, and she does there in the 18th minute. Huff the other way off the rebound. Justice. Hill on the pickup. Didasco lifts. It's headed down, and Thompson collides with Taylor Huff.
Because right now, Silkowitz is under a lot of pressure.
Zornoza through the air. Tanaka. Well wide. Collins. And that's the end of the first half. 2 goals for Utah in the first 45 minutes. Yanni Thompson with her second goal in as many.
Something to behold, something to really look back on and that they should be proud of.
Well, we're underway here in the second half. Alongside Jordan Angeli, I'm Maura Sheridan. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Into the right mindset, knowing that there are going to be options. It's can you finish that first one? The first one that you get in starts to build momentum and confidence.
Monahan off the cross, Lacasse off her body and wide.
Ball in behind. How many times have I talked this year, Maura, about sending the ball in to a mix with players just sprinting at the back line, or about at the goal line? Here,
Tejada right before the whistle. A little bit of a back and forth between the two. Monahan off the cross again. This time Silkowitz intercepts. And Solorzano and Tejada, the ones for Utah, now out of this game. Kunananji, burst of speed off the cross. Melanson, saved by Justice. Second chance, leaping for it. Justice makes the stop.
there's actually no way. How did she save that? Way, just throwing her body beyond as Melanson gets a flick on here, and somehow fingertips of her right hand. That is an excellent save by Justice. Wow. Yeah, this is gonna be the angle everybody wants to see. Swipes it away, no goal today. Not like that, Mia. So can those three create good momentum here for Bay?
Kunananji shoots. No problem for Justice. So Tess Bodie takes out Carly Lima. Penelope Hawking comes in for Rachel Hill, and Hannah Bibar replaces Kiki Pickett. Prashnikar back on the pitch. Collins, Bibar. Prashnikar, there's a handle on it. Bibar. Rachel Kunananji powering forward. Delfava, contact there. Kunananji, two defenders swarm. Well, if Utah can hang on here, this would be the longest unbeaten streak in club history at 7 games. It'd be 4 wins in that too. Nagai. Tanaka. Bibar shoots. Justice swats it down.
Yeah, for Utah, in their first 15 games, 6 points, Maura. They've gotten 6 points in 7 days. That's how different this team has been in the second half of the season. And I think the big question for Utah is going to be going forward, how do we do this for a 26, now a 30-game season coming 2026, right? Performance Center at Treasure Island, that is going to be state-of-the-art. You know it's going to be, right? It's in Silicon Valley.
St. George. There's a little touch to Silkowitz. Can't get a clean shot off.
So who are they going to hire as their head coach? That's the biggest question for this Bay team. How does it fit with the players that they have? If it doesn't, how are they going to, again, 2 years into becoming an expansion team, restructure and find new pieces?
Kunananji bouncing off Delfava. Now she turns, fires. Justice denies.
Next pass, just connect the ball. There's no shot in that instance that feels like you're going to make it through that kind of traffic.
Hawking. Nagai does well. Prashnikar plays it long. St. George all alone. Bianca St. George into the 18. Shoots. Saved by Silkowitz. And that's the final play of the game. Now, Utah does not score another goal, but it doesn't matter. The Royals walk away with a 2-0 win.